I'm Mike and welcome to the workshop. This week we're going to put this into this so we can chop some timber. So let's roll the intro! So, if you've been following my socials for the last week or so, you will have seen that I had to cut down some trees where I live. And although I'm going to use some of it to make furniture, the vast majority of it is going to be firewood. And for that, well, I need an axe. So this week, I thought, why not show you how to select and fit a pre-made axe handle into an axe head. So, let's get on with that. So here I have two different pre-made axe handles. Now, I've made axe handles before, but I didn't have time this week, so I'm just going to show you what to look for if you're going to get one yourself. The main thing that I look for is that there isn't much grain runoff. So on this handle here, which I've never actually used, you can see that the grain on this beech goes off like that. So that there will be a breaking point. What you want is a handle where the grain follows the line of the handle for as long as possible. And you can see on this ash one, it goes the whole way down. So this will probably make a great handle. This was the best of the bunch at the time. It's beech. It's nice, it's shock resistant. But I'm Irish. That's why I'm using the ash. That was unnecessary. The other thing to watch for is this area here, which is what's known as the eye. So the eye is where the handle goes in, obviously. But what you want to make sure is that the eye matches the size of the handle you're getting, particularly if you're getting a pre-made one. So what I recommend you do, if you don't have the kind of face that can get away with just walking into a hardware shop with an axe handle, is you just place a piece of tape over the eye like this, and then just with a pencil trace along it. This then will give you the rough size and shape of your eye. You can bring that then with you and check it against your handle. So I can put it against my handle here and I can see that that will fit perfectly on that handle. So besides the grain, what you want to look at is the finish. I would always recommend buying an unfinished handle, because you get a handle that has a lacquer on it. And this doesn't just apply to axes, it applies to shovels, it applies to everything. You will get blisters, trust me. So the only one you can get has a lacquered finish, sand that baby down. I'm going to sand this down, that's going to be my first step. And luckily my eye and this fit together. But the key to this is, if your shank here doesn't fit into your eye, is very carefully remove material until it does. Take about half of what you think needs to come off it, then you'll be bang on. So I'm going to just sand this down to about 240 grit so I don't get any splinters. It's nice and smooth in the hand. And then we're going to cut a wedge for the top here. It's going to be a very quick video. So as I said, I'm going to sand this down to 240. And as I'm doing this, and this is the case for any handle, I'm always feeling the handle to see if there's any bumps or lumps or little splinters. Because if you have roughness or undulations in your handle, particularly something like an axe that you're swinging with great force, you will end up getting hot points. So I just keep sanding that until everything feels smooth and feels great in my hand. Trust me, take your time now and you will not regret it. I have my wedge here. Now I cut this in the bandsaw, but you could just cut it with a handsaw. So I want this wedge to be the full width of the piece that's going to go into my axe head, and we'll glue and hammer that in to expand the jaws out. So because this already fits, I don't have much work to do. So if it didn't fit, you would have to do a bit of fitting. Now what I like to do, and I can demonstrate on this other handle because the other handle is actually a bit fatter, is I like to get it on a little bit, give it a bit of a tap, and then on the side you'll get these little crush marks. In this case it's rust because the inside is rusty, and I just remove those just until I can't see them, and I just keep working my way down the handle until eventually I get that perfect fit. Next step here then is we'll just get that in there, give it a little drop and make sure it's down as far as it's going, and we'll glue in this wedge. Now, for oiling an axe, you could use my beloved Danish oil, but the traditional one is boiled linseed oil, so that's what I'm going to do here. The old saying was, with an axe or a hatchet handle, you should oil it once a day for a week, once a week for a year, and then once a year after that. So let's oil this baby up, see how she looks, and then we'll get a function test, because that's the important part. Will this just fly off and hit my neighbour? Probably not. I like my neighbours. I hope not. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I chose ash. Look how beautiful that is. But the proof, the pudding is in the taste. So, let's see how this works. I call that a success. But no scientific experiment is complete if it can't be repeated. Okay, this is too much fun. I might do this forever. So I consider this a success. I chopped quite a bit there in testing. Now all I have to do is get all the rest of it blocked up so I can chop it. But if you like this video and learned something, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And you know, as I always say, absolutely do try this at home. Don't do that, that's bad for your axe. You thought I was going to throw it at you. Fucking hell, so did I.